This is Joseph Barone of A Fool for Learning, and our foolish thought for today is how can employers better introduce new technologies? An Office Depot Office Max survey of over 1,000 employees in the US asked the question how can employers better introduce new technologies? And here are the answers 69% said provide more training, 44% provide more IT support. 36% said increase the amount of time to adapt to new technologies. 16% said introduce new technologies less frequently, and 12% said introduce fewer technologies overall. Let's take a look at a couple of these answers very briefly. First, provide more training. And this is a problem in some organizations because what they do is they bring in a new application. They throw out some online learning and basically tell their employees sink or swim. However, it's important that when rolling out new technologies, as much as possible, you should offer a variety of training methods. Offer online training, maybe some classroom training when we all get back from the pandemic. Definitely offer some demos. Of course, have job aids both in print and electronic, etc., to meet a variety of learning styles. In fact, you may even think if you're an international organization, do I need to translate some of these materials into other languages? This, of course, will allow employees to learn in the method or mode that is most appropriate in a timely and successful manner. In relation to this issue of provide more training, I found that in some organizations, no matter how much training you offer 5 or 6 sessions a day, you've got online training, you've got both face to face in a room as well as demos via webinar, you've got job aids, you have all sorts of things. Employees will still complain it's never enough. The other item I just want to touch real quick on is the introduction of introduce new technologies less frequently is an interesting one. And this takes two folds. First is in many organizations, especially larger ones, we see constant changes, especially in software or training programs such as management or leadership. Because when one manager leaves and a new one takes over, there's many times a sudden change in a software that's used or a leadership program that's offered, not necessarily because it's bad, but many times because that is what the new manager was using in another part of the organization or from their previous firm. In addition, we hear a lot of employees complaining about the change in how fast software is being upgraded. In the past, you probably did an upgrade maybe once a year, once every 9 months. But now, if you are purchasing your service from a vendor and it's coming to you all electronically, you don't need the old days of CDs and floppy disks. That's showing my age and going around and installing them. These vendors are making changes constantly, sometimes once a week, and you don't even know it's coming until it suddenly pops up on your screen. And that was an issue that I would have with one of the applications in my previous place is that they wouldn't tell you what changes were coming down the road. Suddenly, one day you'd go into it and you'd see a change and you go, oh no, we've got to update the learning materials. So if you are in training or you are an employer and you're bringing in a new application, a new training, these are some things to think about for you as you deal with your employees in relation to this technological change. To learn more about A Fool for Learning, or if you wish to contact me to assist you and your organization with an appropriate learning solution to meet your business needs, please visit my website at afoolforlearning.com. This is Joseph Rohn, the CEO of A Fool for Learning, signing out. Remember, learn, perform, succeed.